Hello friends, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey. We are continuing down the rabbit hole of Future Palace today. I've just discovered them and listened to Tidal Waves, which is their most recent track at the time of posting. It was a rock ballad, which apparently is not their norm. So I wanted to check something out that was brand new. And now we're going back to Cyclone, which was released in 2025. So it's not that old, but it's not brand new. This is a band from Germany, Berlin, and it consists of Maria on vocals, Johannes on drums, and Manuel on guitar. And they've been around since 2018. Okay, let's check out Cyclone then, shall we? Ooh. Ooh, it's definitely eerie from the beginning.
Amen.
Nice. Very punchy start. Love the drums. This is gorgeous. Okay. Let's stop there for a second. I think I'll go through the lyrics at the end. I just did that with their last track, and I believe we can get this one released. So fingers crossed, if I post it, it means we can. I just really want to say I really like how heavy and emotional it feels. I like the sound of the guitars and the drums and her vocals together with them. It just sounds quite satisfying, doesn't it? It doesn't sound like a brand new formula when it comes to heavy music and feelings, but the writing is really nice and I like it. It's not a bad thing to go with like a conventional kind of structure so far. Anyway, that could all change, but again, familiarity is not a bad thing. I like that about this. Let's go through it and then we'll talk about the lyrics after. I'm going to give it a like. Visuals are interesting. I was the storm that couldn't fight. Oh, she does this too. again. Okay, that bit was a little bit different to what I was expecting. That was fucking brilliant. Okay, I really liked that. The breakdown, the fact that I thought it was over, and I think I did some sort of visual, I don't know what I did. I did something thinking we were going to go to the lighter part, but we didn't. We did an extra bit, and then it was the amen. So I take back what I said earlier. It's like going through the conventional stuff, but then they give it a little twist through at the end. I really like that I heard Maria do harsher vocals. I'm glad I didn't have that spoiled just yet, because we just tried tidal waves, and I know that's not their usual sound, but as I was listening to it, I was like, what's really different? I mean, it's obviously different. That sounds weird, but like, I didn't know. So that was a really, really cool thing to hear. I really love melodic stuff. I love melodic, and then when you got the harsh vocals, the clean vocals, that gut-wrenching vocal as well, in both senses, that was really nice. In terms of the lyrics, so it starts off with amen. Give me signs, give me light. I need something to thrive, or I will shatter to pieces. Sounds like we're in a dark place, but it also starts with amen. Is this a prayer to a call for help, or this motivational pep talk to try and find the strength within to get through the hard times and the stormy times? So I need a sign, or I'll shatter to pieces. I need spark, I need aim. There is so much I crave, but somehow it won't reach me, so feeling like it's out of reach. There's turmoil. There's this turmoil inside of me. Why I can't see clearly. It passes on to anyone who's near me. Almost like, a destructive storm that is infectious, that feels like you destroy everything around you. So it does feel like there's this destructive behavior that she's admitting that's. Sometimes we can look back and say, oh gosh, I was very destructive, not just to myself but those around me, and it had a very bad effect. But in this, she's kind of talking about it and leaving it behind, and not wanting to go back to that way of dealing with things, a way of being. Give me signs, give me light. I need something to thrive, or I will shatter to pieces. Again, that's repeated. And then the chorus, I won't rewind back to the cyclone of grief and fright. Restore inside a shell on the sand that's left behind. A shell on the sand that's left behind. You imagine all the grains of sand. I feel like I'm imagining that the sand is like the tiny pieces of destruction that's left, but there's a shell on top and it stays strong. I don't know, but perhaps it's on a weak foundation, or a foundation of the past. The past teaches us how to be when we grow. If that makes sense. Maybe not, but it doesn't. I don't want to go back to that storm of grief and fright. I wonder if it's grief for losing people around me, being scared, worried, scaring others around me. restore inside. So I want to be restored. I want good to be restored in me. A shell on the sand that's left behind, shimmering in holographic hues. The pearl of my core endured much abuse. I won't rewind to when I was the storm that I couldn't fight. Oh, wow. So going through abuse it can have an effect on someone, and that can make us act in all different kinds of ways. And perhaps that's why she's saying she was the way she was, because she endured abuse and didn't know how to deal with that, maybe. But it's talking about your core being a pearlescent colour, shimmering in holographic hues. It's precious. This pearl in your core endured much abuse, and it shouldn't have. But I won't go back to that time when I was the storm that I couldn't fight. So it was a powerful presence within that was very difficult to deal with, and there's different ways that people cope. And then there's repetition of when I was the storm that I couldn't fight, which was nice to hear. It felt that it was that familiar kind of way of the conventional way of it sounding, I thought, which was really nice. And then verse 2, in the eye of the gale, I can ease my concerns. This silence is cleansing. In the eye of the gale, in the eye of the storm, I can ease my concerns. Perhaps I can face it now. I can admit that I wasn't perfect, but I can face it head on, and I'm not going to run from it. I can ease my concerns. This silence is cleansing, healing, having peace from it. Only seconds to go till the squall breaks the calm, and my peace will be ending. Oh dear. So it's about to test her, perhaps. What does squall mean? A sudden sharp increase in wind speed that lasts for several minutes. Oh, usually accompanied by active weather like heavy rain, thunderstorms, or snow. That's a great articulation then. Yeah, in line with the theme. And my peace will be ending. But I won't rewind back to the cyclone of grief and fright. So it's saying that, you know, these storms will come, and it will be very up and down, but I won't let it take a hold of me, and I won't let it affect me in the way that affects everyone else, and I won't fall into those patterns that I fell into before, maybe, I think. And then the breakdown, which was just, so good, wasn't it? When I was the storm that I couldn't fight, no reasons to stay, my existence is a disease. It's kind of those suicidal thoughts in a way of like, I'm useless, I can't deal with this properly. I don't know how to deal with it properly. I've been so destructive, and hating yourself for it. Damn, I can barely move after all this violence that vandalized me. It does feel like she was the victim of abuse, and I felt that from tidal waves a little bit, but I didn't see any talk of it, so I'm not sure. But I remember feeling like it felt something there. Obviously, I don't want to say for sure, but just speculating, and just the feelings that I had felt like that it was along those lines. Part of this rotten human species, the sad side of humanity. Abuse is awful, and hurting someone else is awful. It shouldn't be a thing. Taking advantage of vulnerable people is awful, and it shouldn't be a thing. Part of this rotten human species. Depression is spreading just like black mould in the damp. Decayed, barely there, just a shell filled with so many meaningless mantras that I've preached to myself. Man, So this shell is a shell of yourself, is what she's saying. You're a shell of yourself because this person you once were was taken from you. Meaningless mantras that I've preached to myself. When you're trying to get out of a bad place, you do repeat mantras and you say affirmations, or you try and talk yourself into existence again, almost. And when you're in a dark place or feeling like nothing's helping, it can feel like, oh, meaningless mantras that I'm repeating. What's the point? It's very easy to get back into that dark place. Erase the arch enemy inside me. Reveal how I could hurt myself so blindly. Amen. Wow. It's like this prayer to a higher power to say, help me, or I want to be like this. I don't want to be like this. And then back to the chorus. I really want to hear that breakdown again. It was so good. I think a little bit more. I really like the visuals. And it's that darkness that goes away in the end, that dark figure. You've got I don't know what that's called. It looks like cellophane around them, or whatever it is. It's like they're trapped in this situation, but she's breaking free of it, and she's like, I won't go back there. I won't go back to that place, that bad place where I didn't feel good. That was so good. I want to check if there's an explanation behind it. Future Palace Cyclone. Do they... Ultraviolet magazine. When asked about the meaning behind the new single, the band stated, it's about how an old version of yourself kept fighting you, especially referring to depression and how draining it can be to avoid turning back into that old version and trying to represent some sort of rebirth of yourself, focusing on the self-conflict. A cyclone tries to rip you apart and invade your peace and can be almost impossible to fight against. Oh, so even though it's not about being a bad person before, I mean, it depending on who you are, maybe that fits, but it's more about your inner mind, that the bad voices, basically the bad voices that try and tell you you're rubbish, you don't deserve things, etc. When you do, fighting against that could also work. yeah, man, I really hope I get to see them. They're playing, they're touring this year, and it looks like they are playing in the UK on the 4th of November. They're doing some bits in August. Looks like potential festivals or something. Yeah, I would love to see them live, particularly now I've seen two of their tracks, and the more I'm hearing, the more I'm really liking. So that's very, very cool. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting by viewing. That is the most precious gift you can give, and you've already done that. If you want to go the extra mile, feel free. Patreon and Ko-fi are ways that you can support the channel. If you want, you could join our Patreon supporters under VIP or premium membership and get a membership where you can request a song each month, or you could join our £1 supporter tier, which gets you a little thank you at the end of my videos. No pressure at all to do any of that. I'm really just grateful that you're here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That is free and it goes such a long way. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.